Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Um, Hope you guys had a good week. Had a good week, and and a good weekend thus far. Doing my video a little late today. Had a busy day today, so apologies for the late post this week. So let's get right into it. There are two things that I want to discuss today. Uh, the so the first is uh, about the WNBA, the basketball player Brittany uh, Griner, who was being detained and held in Russia. And the second topic that I want to discuss or want to talk about is the Supreme Court uh, nominee Judge Katanji Jackson, and the ongoing or this week the confirmation hearings. So let's talk about the first one. So I'm not sure if some of you might know, but you know the Russia invaded the Ukraine about a month ago, a little bit more than a month ago, and I want to say about a week or two right after the invasion, WNBA basketball star Brittany Griner was being held, detained and held when she was passing through an airport in Moscow, and I believe, from what I heard, is they found some kind of CBD oil on her. Um, and obviously, she's being held in Russia right now, and I think up to date, the U.S. official have met with her, and she's doing well. So first thing first, let's hope that she, is well and will be released back home to the U.S. soon. I do want to talk about something. I think that the problem that led to this is and I want to be careful with what I'm about to say. Um, is that I think part of what makes America great can sometimes be its Achilles heels, and what I mean by that is we are a nation that allows that you know, is for individualism, right? Personal liberty, um, freedom. We have a constitution that protects, expression, etc., etc. Speech, religion, etc. You know what I'm talking about. And that led us all to be very, uh, you know, freely express and want to kind of sometimes, do things that other people in other countries might not be able to do, right? Myself, and I mentioned previously in some of the other videos, was not born here. I came here from a country where, there wasn't a lot of freedom per se, where we could do whatever we want. And so, as American citizen, we think, or we have that ingrained out in us, that we think that, oh, it's similar to in abroad, right? It's similar to how it is here. We can do whatever we want, etc., etc. But again, it's uh, other countries, especially Russia and China, right? We know that uh, freedom, individual liberty and freedom and things like that are not really there per se. And so I think that kind of one of the great thing about America is there are protections that let us, kind of express and be free, obviously within the law, right? We cannot infringe on other people's liberty and things like that. But at the same time, it kind of create that false, uh, that false uh, protection per se. I can't come up with a word right now. That we can also do that abroad, and I think that's the problem, man. We gotta be mindful, right? If we're going to a different country, if we're going to a different region of the world, we gotta be mindful of that, of their customs, of their laws, of what is allowed and things like that, right? We cannot just go there and be ourselves and do things that we normally do here in the U.S., right? I'm not saying I don't know what the situation with the Brittany Griner situation is, but I'm not saying that's the case. But I just want to take the opportunity to say that. Second thing, second thing is the Supreme Court nominee, Judge Jackson is going through or has gone through this week the confirmation hearing with the Senate Judiciary Committee, and hopefully, I hope that it's should be confirmed to the Supreme Court. Making history, being the first black female justice on the court, right? Um, I think a couple things. Again, I don't want to be. I want to be mindful when of what I'm saying. In part because there are people who are different. Again, go back to the first point is freedom, right? A freedom of thoughts and expression. So I understand there are people who have other thoughts, that might differ from what I'm thinking. But I think that for the most part, we can agree on the decorum, right? Being respectful, um, being cordial, right? I think those are some of the things that universally agreed upon, right? And I think that not just the unfair questionings from many or some of the Republican senators, but the constant interruption, being asked a question and not allowed the nominee Judge Jackson to respond fully without being interrupted. I think that is just it's just a sad state of affair that we are going through right now, and the politics of how the separation of power, where that our founding fathers set up a country where we have the executive branch, right, the presidency, the legislative branch, the Congress, and then the judicial branch, which is the Supreme Court. And for many years, you know, we as a country kind of looking at the judicial branch as insulated from the politics of, the politics and the political system, political environment that is going on in Washington. And but sadly, through these confirmation hearings, as well as some of the other stories and the recent nominees or nominations that kind of a little bit to some people tainted the judicial branch, right, the Supreme Court. And that is that is kind of sad. It's kind of saddened me to some degree, but at the same time, um, that's just the society and the world we live in right now, and it's unfortunate. I want to say, and so yeah, that's my thoughts for this week, and um, hopefully again, Judge, I believe they will go to the Senate or well, obviously the committee is going to vote to bring her to the Senate floor for the for the set for the floor for the whole Senate to vote whether to confirm her or not confirm her. And so hopefully Judge Action will be confirmed. She seemed to be qualified, well qualified for the position, and yeah. So that's my thought for this week. Thank you again for joining. And again, it's doing the video kind of late this week, but hopefully, you'll be back next week for another video. Let me know, comment below what your thought is. What if you agree with me on the either the Brittany Griner or the Supreme Court nominee, uh, the hearings, and let me know in the comment, and let me know if what you want me to speak on, in the future videos. Again, thank you so much. Have a good. Hope you guys have a good weekend and a good rest of your week next week.